MD3 Heat Race number 3. Mining Construction, green flag is out.
Side by side into turn number 1. They stay that way off the 2. Hitchcock on the outside. Noses in front of Putnam to take the lead.
Putnam hanging tough on the bottom of the speedway to lead. Corey Hitchcock coming around to lead the opening lap. Putnam back to second. There's the 126 of Loudy in third, followed by Jason Riggs holding down the fourth spot. Riggs down the back straightaway now. He'll take a peek to the inside for third. He'll bring the 15 of Braden Skinner with him as well.
Good battle still up front for the lead as they come off the 2. Cade Loudy leading Jason Riggs by 2 car lengths down the back straightaway. Corey Hitchcock out in front. Josh Putnam trying to inch his way up to his back bumper, working on the bottom of the racetrack. Hitchcock will take the inside. Here comes the 212. Josh Putnam, he'll go upstairs, brings it back down to the inside in 1 and 2.
Down the back straightaway, Corey Hitchcock still holding down the good spot. Putnam right there in chase, has not let the 23 out of his sights. 5 down, 3 remaining. Loudy still third. There's Jason Riggs still holding the fourth and final transfer. Corey Hitchcock coming around. Twin Sticks will be out 2 more trips around.
Top 2 cars pulling away from the third place car of Loudy. Loudy 2.2 seconds behind Putnam in second. Down the back straightaway, Corey Hitchcock by 5 car lengths over Josh Putnam into 212. Coming down to the white flag.
Corey Hitchcock working down the back straightaway one final time. Took a race lead on the opening lap. Had some pressure from the 212, but out of turn number 4, Corey Hitchcock. He'll pick up the win in MD3. Heat race in number 3. Josh Putnam second. Cade Loudy third. And Jason Riggs going to pick up your 4th and final transfer spot.
Josh Putnam unable to reel in Corey Hitchcock when the Barron's Performance white flag came out. So finishing 5th in the 15 car, it'll be Braden Skinner. David Siebers in the 18 comes home in 6th. 7th is Brad Skinner in the 3. And the 0 car, Jacob Trice, finishes in the 8th spot as they go into LCQ land.
Corey Hitchcock approaching the scales right now. He'll get the weight checked, the droop checked, all that good stuff as your MD3 Heat Race number 3 winner. Also on the 23 car, Corey Hitchcock, he'll make his way down to Hunter Jordan. He'll be standing by for the Jericho transmission redraw.
Well, Corey, you picked up a win with us about a month ago. Right there, you're able to hold off a charging Josh Putnam. You think tonight you get victory number 2?
I think we got an okay car. Just flushed right now. Hopefully see what we draw and see if we can't make some of it.
Corey now going to draw on the Jericho transmission redraw. The 1 and the 4 still available. We'll see. Going to start 4th tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him, Corey Hitchcock.
All right, 4th and final heat race of the evening. Mine Construction Heat Race number 4 will look like this on the front row pole. The 17M and the Chickamauga, Georgia will be the McNally. Dale McDowell to the outside. Car number 388, it's Jackson Heiss.
Row 2 on the inside. The point leader in car number 20 with 2 wins on the season at Newport, Tennessee. It'll be Jimmy Owens. Outside of him, a driver that won the first event for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series here at Duck River Raceway Park in the 14 car out of Hawkinsville, Georgia, Will Harrington.
Number 3 on the inside in 44D, currently 4th in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series standings. It'll be Dalton Cook to the outside at number 13 out of Shelbyville, Tennessee. It's Scott Cook.
Row 4 on the inside, car number 23 out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, Becca Malone, and rounding out the field on the outside of the 4th row from Santa Fe, Tennessee in the 817, Stephen Holcomb. Dale McDowell, Jimmy Owens in this heat race. We've seen this show before.
We most definitely have. Mining Construction, green flag is out as they approach the Earnhardt Technology start zone. Dale McDowell going to lead the field at a turn at number 2. Jackson Heiss holding down second down the back straightaway. Jimmy Owens, Will Harrington right now sitting in the 4th and final transfer as Mac Daddy will lead lap number 1.
Moving up on the inside to challenge Harrington. It's the 44 car, Dalton Cook, 44D. He's been a winner on the series this season. You talk about a stacked heat race.
Yeah, Cook has now found himself in the 4th and final transfer spot. Harrington on the outside looking in. Now Cook trying to put the pressure on the 20 of Owens down the back straightaway. Owens trying to put the pressure on the 388, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right there together as McDowell has kind of stretched his lead out just a little bit, 1.2 seconds now.
And that computes that to a half straightaway for Dale McDowell, and he's pulling away even further.
Cross flags in the air being displayed from Will Dykes. Jackson High still holding down the second spot. Down the back straightaway as Owens. He'll move upstairs at a turn number 2. He'll keep upstairs in turn number 3 and 4, trying to get the run on your second place driver to turn number 4. Couldn't quite make it happen this time.
He's going to try it again. He'll go to the upstairs in turn 2. Tries to get a run down the back straightaway. He's there in turn 3. Jimmy Owens trying to make it work on the outside, but he has got Dalton Cook coming on strong in the 44D. Throws the slider in turn 1. It'll be the crossover from Highs down the back straightaway as the Barons Performance white flag is out. 1 to go.
Mac Daddy Dale McDowell straightaway advantage over second, third, and fourth, but they're throwing down. Jimmy Owens has found his way up to second around the 388 of Jackson Highs. But then at turn number 4, your Mighty Construction Heat Race number 4 will belong to Dale McDowell. Jimmy Owens second, Jackson Heights third, and Dalton Cook will pick up the fourth and final transfer of Heat Race number 4.
Well, Dale McDowell pulled away to take the big win, so the Mac Daddy looking for his third win of the season tonight. He'll start from the pole, I believe. That's the only one left in the bag.
I hope that's the only one left in the bag. It should be the only one left in the bag, but Dale McDowell, 17M, going to be looking for his third feature win of the season with the series.
Hey, behind him, those guys were working this racetrack up high, down low. They were putting on a show, and the O-Show comes home in second.
Still got 2 last chance qualifiers coming up here in just a little bit, as well as our 40-lap, $8,000 to win main event. Don't go anywhere. I want to welcome each and every one of you watching live on the Facebook, YouTube, on Hunt the Front TV. Dale McDowell making his way down to Hunter Jordan. Will be standing by with a Jericho transmission redraw.
Standing here waiting for Dale McDowell to shut that machine down. Dale, a dominating heat race win for you there. You already got 2 victories with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series this season. You think you could pull off number 3?
Well, we hope so. This racetrack, it brings a lot of excitement, so we'll just have to see what it brings us, and lap traffic's going to be huge, and they're going to be racing all over it, so hats off to the crew. They've done a great job, awesome job with the racetrack, everybody here at Duck River Speedway, so hopefully we can keep this race monument hot right up front. We're going to try our best.
Dale now going to draw on the Jericho transmission redraw to make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole this evening, 2-time winner with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series this season, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. And that right there, fellas, wraps up heat race action for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. Still got 2 last chance qualifiers to set the rest of the field. Back up to you guys.
All right, Ruby, our heat races are finished. 2 NRC oil pump B mains coming up later on this evening. Race fans, don't forget to check out the merchandise trailers down here behind the grandstand area. Hunt the Front, they've got a giveaway. Every time you make $10 purchase at the Hunt the Front trailer, you'll be entered in it for a chance to win a 2022 Longhorn late model. You can find all the details at huntthefronthtfmerch.com. Until then, we'll turn it back over to the voices of Duck River for more racing action.
All right, race fans, ready to go with the 602 economy class. This is how they are scheduled to go up front on the front row. That's Will Hanger in the 15, J.W. Parton in the 11, Carson McCrary, Hazenshire on that second row. Then it's Jody Terry and Travis McCrary, Trent Richardson, John Jones Jr., and John Smart starting shotgun on this field. Again, these are the 602 economies, kind of like a rookie class. And they will run 15 laps for our first feature of the night. So down the back stretch, field tightens up. It's Hanger and Parton. Again, JW on the outside, and the green flag flies.
And as you would expect, Hanger and Parton kind of touch going down the back straightaway into 3. Hanger will come out with a lead. You would expect those two to be out front, but keep your eye on that J8 of Hazen Shire. Hazen's no rookie, but he's a rookie in these cars.
Absolutely. He knows his way around this track. That is for sure. Hanger right to the front. Parton, Shire, and McCrary as they run. Again, you kind of see the difference, in these guys, Joe. They're just feeling it out. Trying to hang on to these high-powered cars.
Again, Parton, the 11, who is 11 and second right now. Will Hanger, who I think is 14 maybe. Caution out on the racetrack. Got one down to the inside in turn 3. That's the 50 of Carson McCrary. Having a little bit of problem, but getting back underway on his own. What I was going to say is that caution came out. You've got Parton and Hanger, who are between them maybe 25?
Maybe
25 years old. And they, between them, own all 10 wins this year, all 10 victories in this division. I believe that's correct. I'll double check, but yeah.
Looks like Hanger is pulling up to the wall there to have the crew look that car over, make sure there's no rub.
He dropped back a little bit during that pre-race pack and moving some things around, so I think he's worried. And as soon as I say that, of course, he winds up in the lead. And that may be part of checking that right rear for a rub after he and Parton got together right there at the start. That was uncommon for both of them. They're both very good at what they do in these cars. Last week, they actually, John, be honest, the field was short. It was just Hanger and Parton that showed up. They put them in the regular 602 event. One started 4th and one started 6th, and I think that's the way they finished.
Wow.
Yeah, with everybody else tied in. I know my buddy Jeff Whidbey is at home watching, and he really wanted to see the Parton kid after hearing about what he'd done last week with the big guys. So he's watching Hunt the Front TV and getting a chance to do that.
Yeah, JW, what an impressive kid. I mean, just dominated in that mini cup series and put him in this 602, and it's like a duck to water.
Yeah.
I mean, he had no problems adjusting and has shown he can wheel it for sure.
Carson McCrary in the 50s also pulled up, and, track officials kind of pulling on that right rear body panel. Wouldn't really call it a quarter. Well, I mean,
that's how most people would, would know. But man, while we got a second, Joe, how about those supers in that heat race? I mean, goodness gracious!
Can you imagine what it's going to be like here in a little while?
Oh man, I'm so excited for that feature. Those guys, what car control, man! Just hanging it, and we figured it up, folks. They're averaging about 72 miles an hour around this quarter-mile track.
The fast time tonight was a 12.5. If you use the track factor for a quarter-mile racetrack, that is 72 miles an hour on average.
On dirt. Folks, think about riding down the interstate at 70, all right? And then take a hard left.
Yeah. Don't do a 90. Do a 180.
Oh, really impressive. So there's that front row again, Hanger, Parton. As the race control gets these guys lined out, looks like lights are out on the track. We'll go back to racing. No laps officially on the board. So out of turns 3 and 4, Hanger to the inside, Parton to the outside, and we are underway.
Boy, Parton just shoved himself into that hole, didn't he? And caution comes out. Yeah. Is this Carson McCrary again spun right here on the front stretch? And you know what? I get the feeling Mr. Parton, Mr. Hanger may not be getting along too well tonight.
They playing some games. We know how these guys like to play games on the start.
Yeah, but I mean, at this age, would you would think those bad habits had not developed yet. Just saying.
Joe, they're race car drivers. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know.
Still to come tonight, these Economy 602s. Up next, the Compton Restoration Dwarf 20-lap feature, and then the last chance race for the Hunt the Front Super Series. That'll just, here's the thing. Last chance race. Think about this. This is your last chance to make the race tonight. I think I understand their procedure. They'll start 16. The top 8, I think, will make it. It may only be 4. They may have 4 points provisionals. But 10 laps is all they got.
That's
think about this. Even if you've only got to go get into the top 8, you got 10 laps to pass 8 cars. You better be aggressive early and hard.
Yeah, you got to be on that loud pedal right from the start. 32 of these guys showed up for 24 spots. So, Joe, there's going to be 8 disappointed drivers coming out of that last chance qualifier. It's go big or go home for sure for those guys.
Well, both Hanger and Parton now stopped in turn 4 talking to track officials. They've all kind of checked this and checked that for them, and I think they're having a discussion. You see the one official walking back, and I think he's kind of relaying messages, if you will, between the two drivers. I'm not sure it's about getting a soda pop when this is over.
Yeah, I don't think that was the discussion at all.
How interesting this one's going to come out to be. Welcome in, everybody. Dunk River Raceway Park. We are in Wheel, Tennessee. I still say that is the greatest location for a racetrack anywhere in America. Change my mind. Change my mind.
I can't. What an awesome facility. Great racing every week. Kudos once again. Russell and Angie both have done a phenomenal job with this place. Every time we come back, there's something new. They have suites, box seats, and they just keep on adding. And this track keeps on growing. It's fun to be a part of, that's for sure.
Interesting to note, J.W. Parton now at the rear of the field as they came through the choose cone. I'm not sure everybody chose as the cone was out. We still use the cone rule. And there you see J.W. Okay, he's coming back up to the front.
So 3 laps officially on the board out of this 15-lap feature.
All right, he'll roll in there behind your leader, Will Hanger. Judge you got the J8 of Hayden Shire and the 22 of Jordan Terry, Jordy Terry, and I think they're just sitting back there watching these two go after each other, thinking they might just pick a partridge tonight.
Yeah, Shire kind of sitting there in the catbird seat, kind of waiting to see what these two up front. We've talked about Hazen has run the factory stock division for a long time here, and now moved up to these 602s.
Yeah, did you see that kind of interesting? Hanger took the low line. Parton went outside. Shire and Terry went down to the bottom. So Hazen apparently thinks, and Terry thinks that bottom line is going to be worth staying. Look at this. As a matter of fact, only 2 went to the outside for this restart. Now they're jumping up in there a little bit. Green flag is back out.
Good jump there by Hanger, right to the point.
Look at that battle right there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th coming down the back straightaway. Almost 3 wide. Oh, man, this is a gaggle. This is a mess behind them. Terry moves into 3rd. Shire shuffled back to 4th. Travis McCrary now in 5th. He's got troubles coming off the 2nd corner. You got the 46 on top of the wall in turns 3 and 4. Pulls it back down. As your leader makes his way quietly through 3 and 4 to lead another lap.
Yeah, Hanger with a nice lead now, about 4 or 5 car lengths. As back there in the back, they continue to shuffle out. But right now, it is Hanger, Parton, Terry, Shire, and McCrary.
Carson McCrary has spun twice, been in 2 cautions, and he's fought his way back to 5th already. What's that tell you?
Yeah. He might be riding with a little fire under that seat right now. We see Hanger just chopping wood here. Sparks flying out of the rear of that car.
Cross flags in the hand of Cody Staff, our flagman. We're halfway there. Officially 8 laps on the board, going to 15.
Great shots here by the Hunt the Front crew. These are really cool shots right there in turn 1. Put you right on the track with them.
So if you can't be here live and see it, it's the best way to do it, but you want to be here live as Hanger comes off the second corner. I mean, he has opened up a 2-second lead almost over J.W. Parton. That's not going to make J.W. very happy.
Got one around, Joe, up in 1 and 2. That's the 44.
Wow.
Travis McCrary.
Travis had been in the top 5 at one point, and now he's not.
Not what Hanger wanted to see, for sure. Had a nice little lead. But they're going to bunch them up. We'll have 4 to go.
Now, John, as a former driver, how frustrating is that? If you're out in front and you've got a 2-second lead and you're down to maybe 4 or 5 laps and things are sweet and
Yeah, Joe, not what you want to see, but he's got a great car. He's been out front. He's fast. And I think if I'm in that seat, I'm thinking, all right, I got this. I still got this. But, hey, you never know with these restarts. They like to play those games. We saw JW earlier. Maybe he's got another little trick up his sleeve. Replay here on Hunt the Front. 44 just looking for a push there.
Like he maybe putting off a little steam up front. That nose he may have bent that nose up like a shark, huh? Oh, got to answer a question real quick for a friend of mine.
Yes, sir.
So somebody came through a minute ago and said, are the corn dogs good at Duck River Park? And I said, what I told them? Corn dogs are like everything else. The duck never disappoints.
Yeah. The food, seriously.
Not that I would
folks,
steal a phrase or anything.
for a racetrack, the food is phenomenal, man. They smoking meat back here. The prices, you just can't beat it. It's just
Yeah, for those of you who are sitting at home, when was the last time you got 2 beers for $5?
Yeah. At a racetrack.
Yeah.
That's kidding. Right. Look at Roby. His eyes got all big like, what?
I think Roby just called us both liars. If you'd like to go down and check it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not talking,